Okay, hi, I'm Brett at Camp Nakamun, and at camp we've got a new registration system this year. It's a little bit different than our previous system, so I wanted to give you an opportunity to see how it works. I'll walk you through it. Hopefully, it helps you navigate and get your family and kids signed up for camp this summer. So the first thing that's going to happen is when you click on our website, register now or register here, it's going to take you to this page. And the thing I want you to remember is to read everything, because any little changes, we'll be sure to have something written out about that. So right here we see, because this is a new system, each family must create a new account. So that goes for everyone that's, even if you've been at camp before, you need to register a new account, which is pretty simple to do. Just names, first name, last name, your email address, and then a passcode. Be sure that your email address is one that you use often, because that's where we're going to send you like the confirmation emails and all that stuff. I already have an account here I've been kind of testing stuff with, so I will put that in now. And once you enter your information, you're going to come to this page, the home page, and it says here, start by picking a season. So these seasons are split up into different areas of camp. We have our youth and child summer camps. This is one most people will be looking for. Retreats and family camps would be our summer family camps and our winter family camps. And as well, our adult retreats, right now we just have our young adult retreats in there. The first thing I want you to do is look down here. We've got manage people and household information. So how this is set up is you start building up your family members that are going to be at camp, or if they're parents or guardians that need to be contacted. You can tell when you come here, you'll just have whoever signed up for the account will have their name. And as you see, I've added spouse and some fictitious children. Also, there's a secondary household option here to put information for that as well. On the household details, be sure to put in your address, everything that's marked with an asterisk. If you want to put more information, you can as well. And then there's emergency contacts. You can add as much information as you want there. And then for your kids, you just fill in, just the necessary information. We don't need their email address, anything like that, just their birth date and their gender. Once you have that set up, you can go back home and pick a camp. So for Oscar and Vanessa, we're going to get them signed up for camp this summer. Follow the steps, submit your information, and it comes directly to us. So for this, let's say we had older kids and they were graduated, they're not coming to camp. So you don't need to put all their information in. You just need to put the kids that are going to be coming to camp. If you wanted to add a child, you can add right there. But we're going to look for Oscar, and each year when you come in here, it'll say grade completed June of that year. So this year, Oscar would be, let's say he's in grade 8. And so you'll have to update that each year, just so that we have them in for the right camps of their grade. Let's say grade 5 maybe, give or take. So that's good. So now we're going to go to register both Oscar and Vanessa. So a big difference here, as we read the top, which I need to do too, review list of camps, and then add to the cart. So that's a little different. Each person will have a separate tab and must be registered for at least one session to continue the registration process. You can add or remove people from the registration process at the bottom of the session box. And then it's a reminder again, the grade is of completed of this year. So if you're finishing grade 5 in June, that you'd be considered grade 5. A big difference here. We've got 2 tabs for the kids, so they're not all together. So you do one at a time. If we changed our mind, we didn't want Vanessa to she doesn't want to do camp this summer, we just go down here and remove her from this list, because we're already starting the registration process. So we're starting it for both Oscar and Vanessa. So Oscar is in grade 8. So all that's going to show up for him are all the camps that he's qualified for. And we put grade reminders on the side of each one. So you can see grade 7 and 9, etc. So let's say Oscar wants to do horsemanship 2. So you can see the date. You just click on it and you just add it to the cart as it spins. All right, there. So it's added to the cart. Everything's all totaled up. We do give an option for donations through each registration. It is optional. Those donations go to help camper sponsorships, so that we can make sure every kid can come to camp. So it's kind of cool, but if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. And so Oscar's ready. If I go to click on, I can't, right? Because you have to choose at least one session for each person. Oh, Vanessa, we forgot about Vanessa, right? So you come up here, Vanessa, she's in grade 5, so now you can see all the camps available for her in her grade. So let's say she wants to do Adventurers 2. Click on there, add to the cart. Boom. They're both done. You've got your total already. So this is different in that you can get them signed into the right camp before you do all of their other information. They're both selected for a camp, so we're going to continue. And this is where there's a little bit of work to do. So you got a household form. Household form, we've added a lot of information already, so all we need now is like phone number. I guess I should do the real thing. Okay, and then type, I mean, most people it's cell, but I guess this is a landline. I can add in second parent or guardian information. We've already got the address in there. Emergency contact. It's good to add someone who's not close, like someone, maybe an uncle or a friend's parent or something. Just in case we can't get a hold of you, you can add extra people there. Complete this form. Whoa, mandatory field. Okay, and this. That's good. Good check. Complete this form. So that wasn't too bad. And it actually says completed next to it. You can also see asterisk beside all the forms that need to be completed. So now camper information. This is for Oscar. So right away, we go with a cabin mate request. Ensure that your child is also requested by their cabin mate. If they are not, we cannot guarantee they will be together. So you want to make sure you talk to the other parent and make sure that they both put each other's names, just so there's not any confusion on the registration day. If you don't have a cabin mate request, just put no. If you do, yes, and a new field comes up. And again, it says must be in the same camp. Some people, come for the same week, but they don't realize the other person's in like a horsemanship camp and they're in a paintball camp, so they wouldn't be able to be together. So make sure they're registered for the same camp. So Oscar's buddy Adam Strong. And then you have camper t-shirt. So yeah, this helps us when you order. You could probably change it on registration day, but if you know what your child will be, which size, that helps us out. And then a little bit of information down here. Did your child attend Camp Nakamun last summer? Yes or no. Okay, if you say no, let us know where you heard about camp. It really helps us out. It can be multiple things like that, okay? So he's moving right along here. Completed waiver informed consent form. So you want to read this through. This form is just basic waiver, and it also includes about photo and video, because we do love to promote our camp with all of the material we gather through each week if the kid's having a great time. So you just need to type your name in there. And that's that. And then the medical form. Medical form takes a little bit longer, but basically anything you click on, it'll ask for more information. So if you've got allergies, we get all that information there. If you don't, just click no. Keep moving along. Medications, no. Treatments, yes. Okay, well, please explain. Okay, so that all of these are mandatory. If you feel like it takes you a little bit longer to do this, you only have to do it once. And for some kids, like, it's really important information, so that's why we make it mandatory. And if it takes a little time, it just is very helpful for us. Do you give the camp permission to administer the following over the counter? Check yes or no. Okay, so I didn't read that, and look, now I've got no for everything. So you got to make sure you read through, because like I just clicked no for insect repellent. So you want to make sure that you're reviewing everything. Sunscreen, yes, please. Any needs, anything, any notes you want the medic to see, this is where you put it in, and you can even say, I would like to talk to you at registration day, stuff like that. Gives them a heads up, and it's good. Next page, immunizations. Not immunized, immunized on. Immunized on, we just want the rough month, year. So I'm going to give you little reminders of when those immunizations usually happen. So you can, if they're not exact, that's okay, but just give us a little ballpark of when that happened. And then you can just be like, man, I can't do the math in my, let's say June 2000, this is Oscar, I can't remember how old he is either, 2008. Okay, and July 4, 6, maybe 2015. For my purposes here, it doesn't really matter. 2018. But anyways, and then an explanation if your child has not been fully immunized. Then we go into more things, just more details, more information helps us in just the cabin dynamic, and just like, does your child, need to have an inhaler, that stuff like that. So if you're no, put no. If you're yes, just please explain a little bit more there. It really helps us. There's a school band in the background, so you're going to hear some horns and things. Be sure to fully explain any condition your child is currently experiencing. Operations, serious injury, diseases. It's a lot of information, but again, very helpful for us to know as much as we can. And again, you only have to do it once for each child. Has your child been exposed to any community disease? No. Your child's having restricted activities? If you put yes, again, you can say, oh, maybe needs a break once in a while in the wide game or something like that. It's, again, just helpful for us. No. Anything you'd like to discuss? No. You keep going. Family doctor. Just take that in. Phone number. Please give us the real information. Dentist, we don't need it. If you want to send it, you can. And then your health number. So just which province, and then the healthcare card. And then we have that information if needed. Beautiful. And then this is the medical release. So please be sure to read that through and put your name and check the box. We're almost there with Oscar. Oscar is completed household form, camper information, waiver form, consent, and medical form. So that household form goes for both Oscar and Vanessa, so that's good. Vanessa, we would put in all the same stuff. Cabin mate request. I'm going to see if I can remove Vanessa just for the sake of today. And we're just focused on Oscar the rest of the way, just so I don't have to fill out all of Vanessa's stuff again. Okay, so Oscar, I removed Vanessa, just that's an example down at the bottom. I remove Vanessa, removes her from the cart. Her profile is still in with the family, but she's just not a part of this registration. So we continue with Oscar. His household, everything's completed, so this box will light up. You keep going, and you're at your payment. So via credit card, via check, no post-dated checks, please, at the moment. We are accepting checks though, so if you want to mail in your payment, that is a way to do that. It gives you your address, and please send your check promptly. We'll let you know once we've received it, and then we can complete the financial parts of your registration. So that would be check here. You continue. Let's just go to credit card for now. You continue, and here we go. We got our summary of our application, the week, the grades, all the forms are completed. Your payment is going to be via credit card, and here's your total. So then you'll fill in all the information and you'd submit your application. I'm not going to do that now because I don't really want this pretend person to take all my money. But just kidding. Anyways, that's how it works. That's how you register for kids camp this summer. I want to show you one more thing, and it's about family camp registration. So we're back to the home page. I returned home, and as you can see, Oscar's has like a not a completed application because we haven't submitted our payment, but it's all still saved. So if you go through all that and you didn't get to the payment, you don't have your credit card on you or whatever, you can go back into your account and it's going to all be saved for you. So super easy to get back in there and finish that registration. For family camps, let's say we're going to go to family camp this summer. I come in, and this is an important part here. Please note, one and only one registrant must be registered as a primary adult. You'll see why. If I have all our family members here, I can pick which ones we were going to come. If say we're all coming, I pick all of us. If Vanessa's not coming or Oscar's not coming, I just don't click that. Choose grade, even for adults, just put adult. There's a field marker at the bottom there, and adult as well for Barbara. And we're going to bring Oscar and Vanessa again because they had so much fun at their week of camp. Well, Vanessa didn't because she didn't get to register, but whatever. She's coming with us this time. We're all set. So we got all four of us picked. I forgot to put our birthdays in. So yeah, it really helps you not miss anything by forcing you to fill it all in. So we're good. We're moving on to family camps. Now again, remember, each tab represents each person. So we've got 4 tabs that we can scroll through each family member. We'll start with myself. We have our winter family camp, and you've got the primary fee for an adult for that, and then our summer family camp. So for this one, let's pick a summer family camp. And again, remember the primary adult, secondary adult. The reason why only one person picks primary or secondary is because under primary, let's say I pick, what comes underneath is your accommodations. So for my family, we're going to pick motel style, okay? So I have to click, as a primary adult, click on that as well, and then it gives us our accommodation charge. So I'm set. Now for Barbara, we would pick secondary. So if I pick primary again, I could, but then it's going to give us another option that we need to pick for accommodations. So we don't want 2 accommodations, we just want the one. So that's why she needs to be secondary adult. Add to the cart, because there's no option for accommodation. We do have that donation option there as well. So Barbara's good, I'm good. Oscar, family camp, youth, right? So we're gonna pick Oscar for, remember we're doing family camp 1. And if you forget, like, you just gotta make sure those line up. Like Brett's family camp 1, Barbara's, look at that, Barbara's winter family camp, so we got that one wrong. And Oscar's family camp 1. So actually let's go and remove Barbara and let's go back. And all my mistakes are really helping you figure this out, aren't they? Down to family camp 1, secondary adult. That's where we want Barbara. Okay, and so Brett family camp 1, Barbara family camp 1, secondary, Oscar family camp 1, youth, and we have that accommodation charge on there as well. Vanessa, she is family camp child, and that just helps us sort. We know how many kids are coming for our kids ministries and stuff. So we're all set. And again, you can review your cart. We're all registered for family camp 1, and we're gonna stay in a motel style unit. So we can continue. Household form, which should be mostly set. They just want you to review it, but it's set from when I filled in Oscar's information. So you just need to review it and click it, and we're good. Medical form for each person is shortened for family camp. So you just hit those up. Any medical information the camp should know about. And then a waiver informed consent form. Please read that through. And so I'm good. Barbara, so this is where, like, if you know, food allergy is common, so put your food issue, or here, sorry, that's down here, dietary issue, and then we get a heads up and we can order the amount of food for whatever food issue you may have. But yeah, as you can see, we tried to just shorten these up so that you're not, you know, having to worry too much about the medical stuff, because you're all going to be here, which is a little different from when the kids are staying here without the parents. Anyways, I'll just kind of zoom through this for now. Hopefully this is all making sense for you guys. And yeah, you guys as an adult can complete the consent and waiver form for the kids. So you don't need the kids to sign those. You should sign those yourselves as adults. All right. Let's see, Barb fills this one out. Put your full name is good too. I'm just not right now. But anyways, we're all good. All our forms are complete, our household form, all of our medical forms. And again, we can look over here just to make sure we've got the right stuff. Continue. And just like before, send in a check or a credit card. If you wanted to call in a payment as well, you could call in a payment. Just, I don't know, complete it, get to this stage, and as I said, it's still in your account. So once you get to this stage, just give us a call if you want to call in a payment, and we can process it for you. But we also have that option here for a credit card. So probably the best way just for you to fill in your credit card information here. That is it for now. Yeah, as I look at that, like, so continuing these application processes, we're still in there. We're still not quite finished because we didn't do that payment. But yeah, once you do that payment, it goes through, you get a confirmation email, and then we'll be in touch with you as far as everything and how that works. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of a heads up on how things are going to be working. If you guys have any questions about the new registration system, feel free to give us a call. I am pretty familiar with this, and a couple other people are slightly familiar. I need to get them more familiar with it so that if you guys have questions, we can answer them. But yeah, if you give us a call, ask for me. in the next few weeks, and I should be able to walk you through any issues you may have. Awesome. Thank you very much. We hope to see you this summer.